All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Rise of the Runelords. I'm going to introduce everybody real quickly who's playing tonight. So, first we have Alex. Say hello, Alex.
Hello.
And then we have Alex is playing Baron. And then we have Cher playing Kalia.
Hello.
We have Pierre playing Rutherd.
Hello.
Playing Lorelith is Emily. Emily, say hi.
Hi.
And Tavian is being played by Matt.
Hola.
And I am Ty, your GM for this evening. When we last left our heroes, they were discovering the dark areas and confines of the Catacombs of Wrath located under Sandpoint. In the prison area, they just successfully took down 2 sin spawn and were beginning to explore further in the catacombs. Unfortunately, some of the players that were here last session are not available tonight, so they ran away in abstract fear and leaving the 4 of you to die all by yourselves.
Cowards.
Cowards, all of them.
All of them.
So, who is going to be the leader of this fine group of people?
Got it.
Let's let the gnome be the leader.
Pardon
Okay.
me? Who? The gnome's gonna lead? That sounds like
Yeah, sure.
that's a great plan. All right.
If I die, just remember, I don't know, don't steal my treasures.
Don't steal my treasures.
Don't loot my body.
Yeah, I don't.
Be in the pyramid.
Just
Bury
kick
me with
me-
my treasures.
Just kick me into a corner.
Yeah.
Kick me into a
It's
corner.
not theft, it's borrowing without intent to return.
Oh, okay, well, anyways, here we go.
Here we go, as they would say. Okay, with Kalia in the lead, I'm going to just move you here. You guys are all seeing the map nice and clearly.
Well, sort of, yeah, yes.
Yeah, it's sometimes the shadow play doesn't help very much, but you guys are on the elevated walkway that connects the 2 sections of this prison area. Down below, about roughly about 15 feet, is the actual prison floor, and you can see into the well, not abandoned but occupied cells that again have skeletons within. It again doesn't.
How long those skeletons were left there?
Well, actually, you can make yourself a knowledge check. Make a medicine check, actually, or a heal check. Sorry, for anybody who has heal.
Not me.
Where's that
I
in
remember
again?
where my skills are.
Skills, yes, in your characters, it's literally under the skills tab.
Oh, yes. I do not.
Okay, do you have a rank in heal, Baron?
I don't.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Ooh, dirty 20.
Yeah, dirty 20.
Yeah.
Nice. Good start. Good start indeed. All right. So, after a tertiary examination by Baron, you pretty much pinpoint that these skeletons have been here for at least 5, maybe more decades. Like, any sort of organic tissue is long gone. The clothing that they're wearing or wore, the rags, are even further decayed, which gives you reason to believe that they've been here a very long time. In fact, the more you think about it, over centuries, they've been here, these bodies. These
All right.
not recent interns. All right. So, Kalia, I'm going to assume that you're going to want to head to the east. I'm moving you all as
Oh,
one
okay.
unit. Yeah, that way it kind of the exploration goes a little bit faster. Like I'll move you guys as you're moving
They're
along.
all carrying me.
Yeah, and then I'll describe things as we go along, and that way again we're not gonna slow down like long terms of moving each token individually and all that stuff, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Onward and upward.
Yep, and just you guys do a cursory like look over through this area. I shouldn't say cursory, but a good. You take 20. You take the time to actually really look through the area. All the cells are secured. The two creatures that were in here, neither has a key. But as you're inspecting anything that's in the actual cells, you can tell that they were essentially just thrown in here with nothing but their clothing on their back, what little of it. There's a couple little clay pots that were shattered long ago, but they had nothing to pick through or anything. There's no fancy baubles or anything like that hidden. And you guys give a good inspection of the area. What you pull from this was a holding cell of some sort a long time ago. And whoever lived here or reigned here, well, they left these poor people to literally die. And they are all human. There's no other species here other than human. Okay, so you guys cautiously walk across the plank walkway. It's not rickety in any way, and it's actually quite stable. Does anybody have in this group spellcraft?
No.
No.
You don't have. I think you have spellcraft, Emily. You should. Yes, you do. You have 1 rank in spellcraft. You can make a spellcraft check, please. Oh, very good roll.
Ooh.
So you're looking at these this walkway and these rickety-looking boards and whatnot when you're walking over them, but you kind of detect that these are in a state of magical preservation. That they have decayed, but there's something that's actually holding them intrinsically together, and they will not break essentially under your weight. And you're also looking around and you're seeing like there's a similar sort of magic overlay to everything, that there's some sort of preserving magics in this compound, in this strange catacombs that you're walking through.
Yeah. Just a question regarding those skeletons, their state. Are they assembled?
Some are, but most of them have like collapsed from, decades of decay and movement. And of course the vermin getting at the bones and whatnot and pulling them aside and whatnot. Some remain slightly intact, but any sort of connective tissue is long decayed.
Yeah, I believe we faced skeleton before, haven't we?
You have.
So, could skeletons play possum?
Make a religion check.
Like I'm a believer. No, I don't have religion.
Would you like to give one a little poke through the bars?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you reach.
Now, hang on, does he have knowledge religion?
If anybody has a knowledge religion, go ahead and roll it. Yeah. You don't know either. So, Ruthard, yeah, that's okay. Ruthard, you actually just strategically move your glaive through the bars and you start poking at some of the skeletons and they just kind of crumble. Again, there's very little connective tissue keeping them together.
Okay.
The ones that you poke, they don't move or don't try and get up and retaliate in any way. They're long dead and truly dead.
Yeah, I just don't want sick skeleton rising up, opening the gate, opening the cell, and start to attacking us.
Slowly stalk you down the hallway.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Everybody seeing the map? We're all good? So I'm going to move you down the hall. Okay. And you come up to this small area, which is roughly about 20 by 15. You can see 2 doors on either side, one directly in front of you and one to your immediate right. This room contains several ancient relics of what appear to be torture implements, although their function and style seems strange and archaic. In one corner sits a spherical cage with spikes protruding inwards from its iron bars. In another stands what appears to be a star-shaped wooden frame, its surface studded with hooks. And in the center of the room is a long table covered with leather straps and a number of cranks that seem designated to rotate and swivel. These are old. Again, as I mentioned earlier, they are under a state of preservation, but not everything. Like, you guys curiously move up to a couple pieces and you go to, twist a knob and whatnot, and the wood itself is preserved and the metal is preserved. However, like the screws and other mechanisms, they've long since faded into functionality, and they're rusted badly and they don't operate. In fact, when you go to twist one, the screw breaks due to the rust that it's unfortunately suffered. There is a door again to your immediate right or straight ahead. The leader of the pack, what would you like to do?
Straight ahead, please.
Straight ahead, all right. You open up the door, and there is a staircase that leads downwards. Everybody make a perception check, please.
That was the wrong one.
Yeah, you rolled linguistics. You need to roll perception. There we go. Okay. All of you are distracted by the clanging and banging of Ruthard in his armor, and same with Baron. But Lorelith, those elven ears, they pick up something coming down the stairs. And not only are you noticing that it's, very dark down there, however, you are hearing movement, but it's very far away. It's such a strange sound to you. Kind of sounds like, well, you're not sure. It sounds like it's echoing off the walls in a very strange way. Can you make an intelligence check, please? All right, that's great. With a 15, you're thinking it reminds you of, when you used to go cave spelunking with your cousin. That the noise that would come up from, below when rocks kind of collide or make noise down below, and that echoing reverberation that comes up out of something. And it's very, very faint. Only you picked it up, again, through your brilliant elven ears. All right, leader.
Of course.
Do you exchange this information with your crew?
Yes.
Very good. Leader, what would you like to do?
Go down the stairs, of course.
That's a good idea. All right. You come down the stairs. Oh, I don't know what happened.
While
there.
humming, might I add?
While humming? Okay.
Yeah, I'm humming because I'm enjoying myself.
Well, that's good. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh. Sorry, it always double rolls.
Oh, okay. I'll take the first one anyway. All right. Has everybody rolled? Oh, not Ruther yet. There we go. Perfect. Thank you very much, Ruther. All right. So as you're going down the corridor, you come into a very interesting looking area. The ceiling of this strangely cold chamber arches up to a vaulted height of 20 feet. The floor contains 11 wooden lids strewn haphazardly over 11 5-foot wide pits in the ground. And from within, you hear some strange echoes and some shuffling sounds, and every so often, a low moan. But before you can do anything, something comes directly from this area, brandishing a weapon of some sort, and attacks. Who does it attack? Well, that's a great question. I will find that out for you in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Baron 1, Tavian 5. Oh, looks like I have to roll that one again. All right, he's going to go after Baron. Make it nice and easy for me.
Yay.
All right, Baron. Out of the corner of your eye, you are pushing through this area. All these folks are, looking around and, trying to gauge what's going on. And out of the corner of your eye, this creature comes running out of the darkness and slashes wildly at you with that big glowing red longsword. I want you
That's
to...
hideous.
Pardon me?
That's hideous.
It is hideous. He has 3 arms and he's horribly mutated, but I need you to make a knowledge local check, please, while I'm trying to kill you.
Fun.
All of us roll knowledge local or just one?
Just Alex right now.
Okay.
Oh, nice. It rolls a 20. Nice. Whatever this thing is, it used to be a goblin. And it hisses at you, and with its 3 arms, attacks wildly at you. Oh! I love it when dice just kind of start throwing on their own like that, because that means it's a critical hit! Ooh.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. So, with a hand axe, the goblin misses you. With a longsword, with that glowing red longsword, he strikes you and actually scores a critical hit. And then hits you again with a silver dagger. All right. Those are all just normal. Well, not normal, but, critical hits. They're still going to be bad for you at the end of the day.
Yeah, 2 criticals.
Oh, there's big hit on you. And with the dagger... Oh, knocks you down! Oh, sorry, Alex.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go get a bag of popcorn. You guys have fun.
It's his comfort popcorn because you're killing him.
I just killed my son.
Sounds like you guys need to hash just out.
Yeah, he's hurting bad. He got dropped really, really bad. So he's not fully dead yet. He's got a constitution of 20, so he's going to be okay for a little bit. But I would encourage you guys to do some healing when it is your turn. All right, that was the surprise round. Oops. So this thing, because you guys just kind of haphazardly moved down, it just decided it was going to open up on y'all and kick some ass. All right, so the round officially begins. That was a surprise round. It had the drop on you. It's going to take a 5-foot step And I need to have you guys determine who's next in line to get attacked by him. So, with one man down, I will roll a die 4. Make it nice and easy for me. 2. Oh, Lorelith. He's going to take a hack at you with his longsword. Oh, and he misses.
Oh, goody.
All right. And then he's going to follow it up. I'm not doing everything all together because it just confused me with all those dice rolls. And then all 3 attacks will miss. Wow, that's pretty good. All right, guys. So in front of you, you have this mutated goblin. And in order, Kalia, you're first.
I'm first?
You are first in initiative order.
Weird. I thought I rolled poorly.
So did everybody else.
Okay, just a second. I'm just trying to move things around here because I can't see where I'm at. Okay, I will... Well, I'm going to attack him because I'm not going to run away.
Okay.
With my dagger... I think. Yes. Oh, right on the guy, eh?
Yeah, put it right on the token. That is a miss.
Of course it is. I'm rolling like crap.
That's an 11. Miss.
Can I run away now?
You yes, you can move.
How do I move my token?
Okay, sorry, I have to release all of you, don't I? Release me. Hey, where would you like to go? We'll just say Baron's lying on the floor there.
I'm gonna run behind Pierre's, like, Ruthard.
You're gonna go back up the stairs?
Well, I'm just gonna tuck in behind him.
Okay.
Because I'm small and I can do that.
You can. You squeeze back in behind Ruthard. Oh, I see that, Lorelith. I never put you on the map here. So there, we'll put you there. All right.
So I tried to attack, I missed. I'm like, yikes, and I moved.
And you squeeze back in behind everybody. All right. Lorelith, you're up. This hideous little goblin thing is... You've got about a 5-foot step to get to him because, Kalia was in front of you. If you want to go into the room, you would have to make an acrobatics check to avoid an attack of opportunity. If you'd like to try. Otherwise, you guys are all bottlenecked in here. And Ruthard's going to want to get the pokey going with his stick, right? So...
I'll do an acrobatics check and try to avoid the attack.
Sounds great.
I just roll for it?
Yep. Oh, I think that's going to be okay. Let me check his BAB. As soon as I can find it. All right. Yes, you are able to dodge around him and not provoke an attack of opportunity. And you are now in this position. I will let you know that the wood that's over top of that pit is not looking as pristine as the wood that was on the walkway. You're not thinking it's a great idea to put all your weight on those. But you are adjacent to the creature. You can attack him if you wish or continue to move.
No, I'll attack.
All right. Sounds great.
Ouch.
A 5 will miss the creature. All right. Ruthard, you're up.
That was mine.
Okay, so turn for me. Take out the pokey stick. Oh, pokey stick. Anything to keep it at bay.
Oh, I see. Your space and reach has not been modified. How's that? There you go.
Well, hook sick. Unfeatured. Bang.
It's a good hit.
Damage.
Ooh, very good hit. And for you to be able to move, again, if you want to get past, you're going to have to do an acrobatics roll. He's got you bottlenecked.
I am not moving from where I am.
Sounds good. All right, you're going to stay put. All right, Tavian, it is your turn. Down the stairway, as you're seeing on the map, Kalia is just in behind Ruthard. Ruthard is a couple steps up, poking down at the creature, and he scored a pretty good hit. What would you like to do?
So our other party members down, correct?
Yes, Baron is on the ground, groaning in pain.
So I don't need to stabilize. Do I need to stabilize them, or do I need to
Yeah, he would need to
not
be.
have anything that I can give him hit points?
Yeah, he would need to be stabilized. He is dying.
Okay, so can I use my healing skill to stabilize him?
So you would need to move up adjacent to him to use that skill, and then using that skill would open you up for a attack of opportunity. Because Baron,
I'm still alright with that.
you're okay with that? Okay.
No.
So we'll move your token up to here. All right, and make
Okay.
your heal check, please. Oh, I thought that was going to be a 19.
I know.
So close. You fumble around with your bandages and you're trying to stop the bleeding. Unfortunately, it's not very effective because the creature takes a swipe at you and distracts you. We'll see if he hits you. And he misses with this glowing red longsword. Very vicious looking.
And it's glowing, right?
Yeah. It's quite
Interesting.
quite an interesting weapon he's got in his hand. All right, so Baron's turn. We'll see if Baron stabilizes. Hey, he stabilizes. So you must have done a little bit of help to him, Tavian, where you were putting some pressure in some spots, and you notice that his breathing is not as laborious.
Good.
You all hear a lot of shuffling around under those planks. It seems that the sudden shouting and screaming and maybe even the smell of blood has gotten some things interested in what's going on above them. All right. It is the mutated goblin's turn next. He's got 2 viable targets, and that'll either be Lorelith or Tavian. So 1 or 2 is Lorelith, 3 or 4 is Tavian. It'll be the monk. All right,
Perfect.
Mr. Monk, he is going to open up on you. Because he's got you bottlenecked in a good position. Wow, that's a miss. Sure, I kill my son outright and I can't touch you guys at all. Ah, there's a hit. All right, dagger hits you for 3 points.
And just about a flesh wound.
But a flesh wound. He attacks you with his 3rd attack, and he misses with the hand axe. All right. He is staying put because he's not dumb. He knows he's affecting you guys tactically by keeping you all bottlenecked the way you are. Kalia, you're up. Now, given that you are on a staircase, just to let you know, you can see it. It will have some cover, though, because it is in melee. but you can use the ranged weapon against it. It's just gonna again have a little bit of benefit.
I actually cannot see the I can see him, but I can't on the map, right?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah.
I think what I'm going to do is sit this round out.
Okay, you're gonna hold.
Yeah.
Lorelith, you're up. All right, that's a hit. I know that's a hit. I'll put that on him just to damage, please.
Make it suffer.
Oh yes. 7 points of damage. He starts to groan and moan a little bit. He seems to be very affected by the wounds that have been delivered to him by these very good fighters. Do you wish to move at all, Lorelith? Or are you going to stay there?
I'll stay there.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'll move up one.
Okay.
Over here.
Where are you going to go?
Sorry. This back one.
Perfect. All right. The 5-foot
Yeah.
step clears you from that path. Sorry, I'll put you there. Okay. Ruthard, you're up.
I tried to. Well, get my glaive onto this goblin in order to keep it at bay, essentially.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to attack the goblin again,
Okay.
but I guess I have a monk in the way.
Yes, he does have, or you have a -4 because you're attacking into its combat, right? Because it's fighting with Tavian.
Okay, so I'm going to put -4 on the modifier.
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. I can say this.
You go to slash out with the glaive, and the monk moves at the same time and just bumps it, and you clash up against the side of the stairway.
Great.
Sorry about that.
Do you wish to move, Ruthard, or are you going to stay there?
Well, I cannot take a 5-foot step because I'm stuck between two.
Correct. If you do move, you cannot end in a square that is with one of your allies, which means you would have to move out and beyond, and you would have to do some acrobatics rolls to avoid any attack of opportunity.
I am not the acrobatic guy. That's the thing.
Okay, you're going to stay there?
Yep.
Very good. Tavian, you're up.
Can I move 5 feet up to here and then still attack?
I have.
Sorry, up to there.
Yep, I'll allow it.
Okay, and I'll attack with the quarterstaff flurry of blows.
You got it. Oh, nice. That's a critical hit. Damage, please. You strike very true. Oh, yeah. That's more. I think that's more than enough to kill that critter. Yep. With your first crack of your quarterstaff, it lands very hard on the side of the skull of this mutated creature, and you hear it crack, not your quarterstaff, but it's essentially its neck, and it slumps to the ground, dropping all 3 of its weapons, and it lies dying. Good show.
Awesome.
It dies. I think it outright dies. There. The blood on the floor. All right. So we're just drop out of combat. This creature is dead. Baron is unconscious but alive. Does anybody have any healing potions or anything that can assist your fallen comrade?
Use celestial healing.
Ah, fantastic idea. All right, so just in your spells, just click on that to show that you've used it. Perfect. And remind me, that's fast healing 2? If I remember that.
How do I do what?
What's that spell? What's it give again?
Grants fast healing 1 for 1 round / 2 levels.
So, okay, so it gets for fast healing 1 for 1 round. Sorry, I'm just reading the description here. You anoint a wound creature with the blood of an outsider with the good subtypes, such as an angel or holy water. What do you have, the blood or holy water?
I don't know. Do I have to have that in my items?
No, it's just a spell component. It's all good. It's just a drop
Holy
of
water?
a drop of holy water. Yeah, it's easy. 1 round per 2 levels. So this is only going to last 1 round. So more or less how this will work is you anoint him and you heal him 1 point of damage.
That's all I had.
Yeah. Does anybody have potions? I think Jasin had all the potions, eh? Oh no. There is a potion of cure light wounds on Alex's body. I'm going to assume that you're just going to give him that potion.
Yep. I'll go forth and do it.
Alrighty.
What do you need me to roll? Or do you need me to roll?
Nothing, I'll take care of it here. I'll take care of that. I just gotta do math. Oh, fuck, I hate math.
Don't worry, math hates you as well.
Well, that's good to know.
It's all a numbers game.
I know, eh? Fucking Dungeons and Dragons and math. God. Alright, so whoever pours the potion down Baron's gullet, he wakes up and he's hurt badly, but he's no longer unconscious, no longer dying. Alex, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, so you wake up and Tavian has just used your potion on you. You are healed. And I'm going to remove your potion from your inventory. Alright. Yeah, you wake up and you're a little sore because this little thing just tore into you hard. Alright, so while you guys while Tavian is tending to Baron, you guys get the lay of the land here, and in the pits, 20 feet down in these pits, are zombies. And
Quick, loot the corpse.
oh, of course, you want to loot the goblin's corpse? By all means, you
Oh
can.
yeah, that sword was kind of interesting.
Absolutely right, it was. All right. So there is a obvious magical longsword. Does anybody have a praise?
Nope, not offhand.
Okay.
No.
So there is your warriors will tell you this right now, that there is a masterwork hand axe as well as a silver dagger. Lorelith, I require you to make a spellcraft check. If you roll high enough, you might be able to actually identify the properties of this magical sword. Unfortunately, that's not high enough. You need to roll a 20. That was close, though. That was very close. You can all agree that this is definitely a magical weapon. Unfortunately, you don't know its full properties. Now, the hand axe and the silver dagger are, again, very nice weapons. For the warriors in the group, you all know that certain creatures react to silver weapons, and the masterwork weapons always give you a +1 to your attack. So if anybody wants those weapons, put them in your inventory. Otherwise, there's no other items on this goblin's person or its body other than its weapons.
Okay, so anybody taking the masterwork and axe?
You can have it.
I'll take it then.
So just go ahead and drag and drop it into your inventory.
There you go, huh?
Only thing left is the silver dagger.
Well, the silver dagger and the magical longsword.
I thought someone already wanted the sword.
And no one's really claimed it yet.
I don't think I could use either of them.
I could probably use the sword.
Am I
Just
able
drag
to
it into
grab?
my inventory?
Sorry, go ahead, Emily.
Do I just drag the magical longsword in my inventory? I can use it?
Yep. And then, what did you ask, Kalia?
Is the dagger still up for grabs, or?
I believe it is.
Yeah.
Is that something that my character could use, though?
Yeah, oh yeah, you use daggers all the time.
Okay, well, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab that then.
All right, put it into your inventory. Keep it in handy for werewolves and that sort of stuff, right? Okay, so again, this room seems to have been, used as a prisoner's pit, if you want to use it to that definition. These creatures, these animated bodies that are underneath in these pits, it doesn't take you very long to identify that they too are very old. The fashions that they are wearing, if you even call it the clothing, but the clothing is not typical to this era, right? There's just markings, or the way the stitches are, or the way that the fashion actually is. It's been out of date for a very, very long time. You get the impression that these bodies have been here for, who knows, a very, very long time. You can dispatch these creatures easily using arrows or dropping rocks on them or whatever, if you wish, or you could just leave them be. They're not going anywhere. They're not climbing out. They're mindless undead, really. They will try and kill you if they ever get out, but they're 20 feet in the hole, and there's no way they can climb out.
They might have something on them, so if we dispatch them, then get one of us to go down and check it, might find something worth something.
Everybody make perception checks.
Hang on, I'm a-coming.
Holy smokes, 3 14s in a row? So Tavian, after you guys lift off all the lids and you're getting a good look at these things, they are essentially just dressed in peasant clothing. They're not carrying anything. They really don't even have any belts or any gear or anything like that. The clothing that they're wearing is ragged and rotten via age. They really are not carrying anything of value.
Just leave them where they are.
Yeah, let's put the lids back on so no one accidentally falls in.
Sounds like a decent plan. Continuing exploring, I'm going to assume.
Let's make a mental note of where they are, because if we ever take over a town and start a mill or a power water source, we can come back, get them, and use them as free labor on a water wheel.
That's
if they don't kill you first.
Yeah. But that is
They love me.
that's a pretty good plan, actually. All right, so you all tread down this hallway as I'm moving your tokens, as you're seeing there. And you come up to this intersection. And you quickly scout down this area here. Okay. Oops. I'm sorry. I am clicking things that shouldn't be clicked. And it is a spiral staircase that actually leads downwards, deeper below in this complex. However, Laurelith, you go down first. After 15 feet, it is actually blocked off with rubble. And you come quickly to terms that this has happened. A cave-in has occurred here a long time ago. And it would take great effort and possibly even some magics to be able to clear any sort of way. This way is effectively blocked to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you guys continue on to the doorway. Do you open the door?
Stand ready this time.
All right, good. You get into stances. You open the door. And this is a very curious room. It is a 15-foot diameter sphere. And there's several objects that are floating in the room, spinning lazily in space. There's a ragged book, a scroll, a bottle of wine, and a dead raven surrounded by a halo of floating and writhing maggots, and a twisted iron wand with a forked tip. And perhaps the most unnerving aspect of this room are the walls, for they're plated in sheets of strange red metal that ripple every once in a while with a silent black electricity that seems to coalesce into strange runes or even words far too often for the effect to be chance. There are no creatures in this room. However, there are, like I said, items floating in the center of the room very lazily, like just drifting in space.
Are there any doors?
Nope. This is the only door. There's no obvious exit. You could go in to see if you could find something.
Wait. I would like to toss a copper piece in there and see what the effect is.
Okay. You pull out a copper piece and you toss it just lightly, more to the center of the room, and it never touches the ground. It arcs, and then it starts to go down, and then levels out, and just kind of levitates about a foot off the floor.
Nice. If anyone else didn't see that, I will reiterate what the effect was verbally.
Make perception checks, please.
Not my day.
Yeah. Ah, those elvish eyes. So, Lorelith, just as the bottle is kind of moving in a very interesting way, you note that it's full of liquid. Some of it's actually coming out of the spout. Like it's not leaving the wine bottle at all. However, some is sloshing out, and there's little bubbles like it's floating in space. But you distinctly notice that the label is for a very well-known winery in Magnamar. You find that very curious, because everything you've seen up to this point has been, old and ancient, and here's this bottle of wine that is not really old and ancient.
Can I cast Detect Magic?
Yes. When you cast Detect Magic, the book that is floating in the air radiates magic, and so does the wand that is floating in the air. And the scroll.
I'll cast Read Magic.
You can cast. Do you not have Detect Magic? Is that what you just said?
No, I have both of them in my prepared, Detect Magic and Read Magic.
Oh, okay. Very good.
I have both.
So in order to use Read Magic on the book or the scroll, you actually have to have them in your possession.
Ouch.
And it pumps. And it pulls.
Do you wish to
Pumpernicles.
Do you wish to cross the threshold?
Not without a rope tied to her.
Throw the gnome in there.
Yeah.
Excuse you?
I'll tie a rope to you.
Question.
Yes, go ahead, bud.
What does Knowledge Arcana do?
So Knowledge Arcana helps you identify whether or not something is related to magic, magical lore, magical, mysteries. It doesn't allow you to cast magic. It allows you to know about magic users in general or magic in general.
Oh, okay, so it's just creatures?
It does help with identifying magical creatures that are arcane in nature, yes.
Alright. It wouldn't be helpful here.
It might be. You can make a roll.
Okay. Worth a shot.
Can I make a roll?
For sure. Again, you guys are trying to just kind of... You and Lorelith and Baron are standing at the door, not crossing into the threshold, trying to get a good look at things.
So wait, no one is willingly choosing to cross the threshold.
Not yet. Baron.
22.
Baron. So the book, it actually, you get a good look at the book, the cover of the book, and the way it's opened up, even the way it kind of twists and turns. You actually do see arcane writing, but you also see that it's not only an arcane book, but it's also a prayer book. You're not entirely sure what sort of god it's dedicated to, but you can see that there is some of the text is talking about devotion and faith, and that's what you can see from the doorway. So it's it is magical. There is magical properties to it, but there's also possibly some divine aspects which you don't really know much about.
Alright.
Unless you have knowledge religion.
don't.
Okay.
If I do, it's not on my list.
Okay. All right. Everybody's still standing at the doorway discussing that this book is interesting. So is that
I'll tie a
scroll.
rope around my waist.
Okay. And you step into the threshold, into the room?
Do I have a rope, though? Yes, I do.
All right.
I have rope. I will give the other end nonchalantly to our strongest team member. Pat him on the arm, pat the person on the arm, and be like, hold on tight, hand him through.
Okay. And how do you step into the room? Or do you just...
Kind of like a bunny hop jump, like I were jumping as if the doorway were the center of a manhole going downward.
Okay. So even though that the floor is level with the corridor that you're in, you do a little bunny hop and your feet just touch the bottom of, well, the floor of the chamber, but then you lift off the floor almost immediately. You feel the stone and then you don't bounce off, but the natural properties of this room just automatically cause you to levitate. I need you to make a fly check, please.
Fly check. Fly check.
Okay, so you're very clumsy because you've never flown before, you've never levitated before, so you're doing a little bit of a spin. You manage to grab the door frame a little bit and you manage to keep yourself kind of upright. Really think about it like if we were all of a sudden up on the International Space Station trying to adjust to zero gravity, because that's exactly what you're experiencing, zero gravity in this room.
Oh no, this is Ender's Game all the way.
Yes. All right. Now, if you would like to try and maneuver around, I'll get you to roll another fly check for you to be able to push yourself off the wall and head towards the items that are floating in the center of the room.
Absolutely.
Okay.
These are some horrible rolls.
Yes. Once again, you manage to you look your compatriots in the eye and you push away from the door and you start sailing sort of backwards, and you're not entirely sure which direction you're going, but your partners can actually see exactly where you're going as your feet slowly go in through the mass of writhing maggots, and the dead raven bounces off your shoulder, and next thing you know, you see all these maggots and they start clinging to the top of your head and in your shoulder, and then as you're passing by, you see the book, you see the wine, you see the scroll, you see the wand, and you are again in a haze of writhing maggots that are quite alive, I might add. I need you to make a constitution check, please.
Yeah.
Alright, that is under where? Just main?
Yeah, your main page, constitution. Yep. The famed
Finally.
book of ew. Yeah, it is. It's disgusting, but you kind of just shake it off. It's like, you know what? They're just bugs. You know, they're not trying to eat you or anything. You kind of steal yourself. It is quite disgusting. Make a fly check for each item that you try and grab at.
Alright, let's attempt the book first.
Okay. So gross. You grab the book.
I will secure the book.
You got it.
And then, am I able to head towards anything else? There's no ill effect for me touching the book yet?
Nope, nothing happens to you.
Alright, what is the next closest apparent item?
I've got a bad feeling about books. You better, Pierre. You better. You can reach the scroll from where you're floating.
Okay, going for the scroll.
Oh, excellent. Yep. You grab that. You tuck it into your vestments.
Yep.
The wand or the wine?
Let's go the wand first.
Okay. Yep. You managed to grab that. And your compatriots are trying to hold on to the rope and not let you get too far.
Yeah. And I'll take a swing for the wine before I yell for them to pull me in.
Right. Oh, nice. You grab the wine. What do you say to your adventuring party?
Pull me in.
All right. I need you to make a reflex save.
Me?
As they're pulling you in, yes.
Okay, and that's under main.
Darn it. You manage to keep your mouth closed as they pull you through a small little plume of a couple of maggots. You feel them slosh up against the side of your cheek and you just kind of brush them off. It's a good thing, though, had they pulled you while you were talking, you would have gotten a mouthful, but you managed to avoid that little catastrophe.
Nice.
Barf. When you get to the doorway, literally when half your body gets through, you go right down onto the ground. It doesn't hurt you, but you're able to kind of, oh, geez, you prop yourself up and you catch yourself without giving yourself any damage. And you manage to plunder the items that were floating in the room. All right. Gag indeed. Everybody's going to be thinking about that one. All right, Lorelith, if you don't mind, you can make a couple spellcraft checks and we can see what you know about these items. Try on that magic scroll first, please.
While she's doing that, I'll roll up my rope and put it back in my pack there.
Very good. All right. So this scroll. Oh wait, you know what? You don't have to do the spellcraft. You just need to cast read magic because it's a scroll.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it is a scroll of burning hands. For the wand, I definitely need you to make a spellcraft check. Oh, nice. Score.
Wow.
It is a wand of shocking grasp. As mentioned, the wine is a bottle of fine wine. You can either drink it or sell it. It's worth about 10 gold. And when you guys get a chance to look at the book, does anybody have knowledge religion?
I don't.
No.
No? Okay. Lorelith, you can make a spellcraft check on this.
Why are you not keep?
All right, that's good enough. It's not magical. However, you identify it as a prayer book to Lamashtu. This book is magically preserved, but still ancient. It's a prayer book dedicated to the worship of Lamashtu, the mother of monsters. It's written in Abyssal, but it is looked to be very well read. Right? The book reads much like a bestiary of the world's most horrific and cruel monsters, along with numerous woodcut illustrations of how they kill. So this is essentially a encyclopedia of monsters. And
That's cool.
yeah, and it's got a good value to it. Given that it's very old, you could sell it to collectors. Kalia, would you please roll an appraise check?
Praise?
Appraise, yep.
I don't have any ranks in it.
I know,
I thought I did.
but you're a thiefy type, so you have an eye for fencing stuff.
Not with those rules, I don't.
Not terribly so. You know that in the right hands, you can get money for it. You're not entirely sure how much, but you know, there's enough. There's enough kooks out there that'll go for this.
Okay.
All right. So this is actually a dead end. You've got nowhere else to go. You're to the south, the direction that you're facing. You know that the stairwell to the east of you is collapsed. So you guys all go back to the zombie room, I'm assuming. Unless someone wants the corpse of the raven and more maggots.
Question, was there anywhere else?
Yes.
Yeah, what was else in the room, the floaty room?
Yeah, that's all that was in there was the raven.
What else was in there?
The walls would ripple in dark, magical red energies. And runes would appear sometimes, and words. And when you guys were there too, you remember we were talking before about how these catacombs, I don't know, just give you this sense of, you know, anger and that built-in frustration. In that room, it seems to be intensified just a little bit more, not to the point of like mindless rage or anything, but it's like you're just like, when the door opened, this wave of hate just kind of washed over you. Indeed, very troubling that these are located under your adopted town. All right, so are you guys going to backtrack? You might as well.
So, yes, I mean,
You've come to a little bit of a dead end. So there's the one door here that you had not opened, as you're seeing in the map. I'll share that with you. In this section here, there is a door that you did not open. Would you like to explore this area? Or keep going towards the prison?
I think we should explore some more.
Very good.
I vote for explore.
You open up the door.
yeah. Just stand. Well, I'm gonna say, just stand ready. You don't know what's behind the door.
Of course, of course. So the crumbling remnants of several chairs and a long table clutter the floor of this room. To the south stand 3 stone doors, each bearing a strange symbol that resembles a 7-pointed star.
Are they magic?
Emily, do you... Do you wish to
Do I want to do
detect magic?
spellcraft?
You can do spell.
Oh no. You mean detect magic?
You can do detect magic, yeah.
Can I also try Arcana?
Yes, you can.
Garbage.
Can I just put my ear up to the door and listen?
Can I also try Arcana?
Yes. So there's nothing in this room that actually is magical. There are, again, this 7-pointed star that you have seen before. Not entirely sure where you've seen it before. And it doesn't take you long to identify that there is actually a lot of clutter here. And actually, Emily, I shouldn't say you didn't find anything, but I need you to make a perception check.
Okay.
Dreidel.
No, right. Wow. You find a scroll. And I need you to make a spellcraft check.
Garbage.
No, that's not enough. All you know, you've got a scroll. So put that in your inventory, and you won't be able to try and identify it again until tomorrow, until the next day. But you did find some treasure. The 3 solid doors to the south were once prison cells, and within each is a single skeleton of a badly deformed humanoid. One has 3 brittle arms, another has an enormous misshapen skull, and the third has a rib cage that goes all the way down to its pelvis. A pelvis with stunted leg bones strewn below its strangely flat girth. Obvious monstrosities or deformities were kept here. For what?
So they were all mutated?
Yes. And the remnants of the chairs and table, you believe this was a study of some sort. And, I don't know, with the cells, maybe its purpose was to study these mutated creatures? You're getting the impression that whatever this compound was, it's not a nice place. All right, that's
Are the cells open?
Yeah, they're not locked at all. And you open them up, and again, there's just those deformed skeletons, and they are not animated. There's nothing else in the room other than like the scattered remnants of tables. And curious enough, the tables and chairs were not preserved magically like the other wooden artifacts that you've discovered so far. They've decayed over time. Does anybody have woodworking or engineering or wood crafting of any sort?
I never really picked my craft, perform, or profession yet. I gotta work on that.
Okay. So it's like you guys are just like, yeah, that stuff's old, but you're unsure of how old. Had you had any skills in those, you might have been able to kind of maybe pinpoint towards some timelines, but...
I have craft.
What do you have craft in?
Sorry, it's alchemy.
Okay.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Quick. Do a chemical analysis with the isotopes within the debris from the field.
Okay, don't speak that language to me.
Actually, he's right. He got onto it before I was thinking about it too. He is right. Why don't you roll an alchemy check? You've got some reagents and stuff on you. Maybe you can determine a little bit of the age. Make an alchemy roll. Just one, though. I'll take the first one. So you're easily identifying that the rate of decay on this wooden furniture has gone past, at least 200, 300 years. given the situation that if you look at like the condition of this underground area, you know, the moisture, you're like, yeah, you're talking at least 200-300 years, and that's to your ability. And you know you didn't score dead on either, so that's just your estimate. Okay, our heroes continue to backtrack. There's nothing else exciting there. So you guys
Before we do,
Yep.
can I dislodge the oversized skull and bring it with me?
Yes, you can. Please put that into your inventory.
Excellent.
Just put down oversized skull from Catacombs of Wrath.
Okay.
That way we'll know what it is. You guys backtrack all the way out to the entrance of the catacombs. And if I can remind you, this is where that red marble statue is. And it's a red marble statue of a strikingly beautiful, but at the same time, monstrously enraged human woman that stands in the middle of the room. Her stony expression twisted in fury. The woman wears flowing robes and her long hair is held back from her face by an intricate headdress of hooks and blades. In her left hand she carries a large book, the face of which is inscribed with a 7-pointed star. Her right hand is empty because Kalia stole the rancer that used to be there.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! All right. To the east is a corridor, and you can all see that it starts to step down progressively. Like 4 or 5 stairs go down, then it goes down to another landing, then down to another landing, further and further down. And then you can also go to the south. So the ones with the descending stairs is here. To the south is where you originally came in, and you do know that there is a passage that you guys bypassed before where that other ping was. Where would you like to go?
I vote down the stairs.
By all
I'm good
means.
with the majority.
I'll go with that.
All right. You guys make your way down the stairs. Again, it goes for about 50 feet, and it comes to a door. Do you wish to make perception checks? Or anything
Yes.
like that?
I will try to perceive
Yes.
Garbage.
in a perceptive way.
Oh,
Sweet.
nice. Tavian taps into the mystical arts, and or maybe some mystical bullshit like that. You hear gentle lapping of water. It's very, very.
I will reiterate this
very
information to the rest of the group.
You guys get on guard and open the door.
Hold on. Put your hand on the door.
I put my hand on the door.
How the door feels.
Does it feel hot, cold?
Like a door. It's not hot nor cold. It's a wooden door.
Okay. Then ready.
All right.
Open.
You open up the door. In the center is a pool, and water ripples quietly in this circular stone pool. This is where
Oh, sweet, a jacuzzi.
the sound was coming from. It's very interesting because there's no jets, but there is a movement of the water. The pool itself is lined with skulls of all types of humanoid creatures staring inward to the skull.
away from the water. I have the strange gut feeling that there's something in the water.
Now, across from you, you can see that there is another door. There's no other strange properties to this room that you can detect. What would you like to do?
Make sure that you are away from the pool, because there's no displacement of air. Why do we have ripples in the water then?
Maybe the skulls are humming.
You don't hear anything coming from the skulls, but like you said, Tavian, you did hear the sound of the water moving. And now that you guys are paying attention to it, there is a flow. It doesn't sound like a stream, but like even a little brook has that sound of moving water, right? Like it's constantly, almost like it's constantly being filled and emptied slowly, like the sound of not a drain, but you know what I mean, like that replenishing and depletion of water in an area. It's not a toilet.
I know, but then again, it's not a toilet reservoir. Flush. Flush.
It's a bidet.
It's a bidet.
It's a bidet.
Yeah.
Bidet.
There is a door across the way. Would you like to go investigate?
Before anyone does anything else, because we can only see into the room, but we can't see if there's anything to the left, to the right, or above the doorway that we're going to go through, I would like to carefully look around the corner to the left and see if there's anything there.
You look to the left and you do not see anything, but this room is very dark, and even with the torch light that you have, it's actually a very high vaulted ceiling. It goes to about 20-25 feet. So there's a lot of gloom in the torch. From where you are, of course, you're not even into the threshold yet.
Can I detect magic before that?
As soon as you activate the magic, you note that the pool is magical. You're not sure of the properties of it at all. You'd have to spend some time studying, but you definitely know that it is indeed magical in nature.
Would something happen if we took some out?
Do you have a flask? Well, actually you do, because your cure wounds would have a flask. So you have an empty flask that you could use.
Okay.
Yeah. You go to the pool and get a sample? Sure. All right. Who else is going to go in?
I'll go in and go to the left.
I'll go in and look at the pool.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in as well.
Okay. You guys all head in. Baron, you're going to go and get a sample.
I keep my eyes on said pool, by the way.
You got it. You got it. I would never intentionally put you guys into dire.
A chamber that could close and fill up with water and we all die.
Well, yeah. I do need you guys all to make initiative checks, though.
So what would I label this thing in my inventory?
Water from the Catacombs of Wrath.
Nice.
So, only Kalia and Tavian, do you notice a very strange creature all of a sudden dive out of the darkness above? This creature is a blackened, bat-winged fiend's head with tentacles that dangle from its chin and its scalp, and its fanged mouth hangs agape. And this is what it looks like.
Nice.
A disgusting, fearful-looking creature indeed. All right, so it swoops down, and it is going to attack one of you. Who shall it be?
I call dibs.
No. I'm really trying to kill Alex's character tonight.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
I don't appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. Love you. It's offended by the fact that you're trying to take the water. Oh, and it bites you. Damn it! Alright.
Alright, give me the damage.
It bites you. You take 2 points of damage. You're not out cold yet. That hurt, though. And I need you to save versus poison. So I need you to make a fortitude check.
That wouldn't be in skills, would it?
No, it's in your front page.
Fortitude.
Excellent. So it sinks its teeth into you, and it kind of feels, I don't know, weird. There's a burn to it, but you're a stout, hardy fellow, and you manage to shrug off whatever sort of venom put into you. All right. That was its surprise round. Kalia, you get to go before it does. You see this
put
thing
its marker on the map.
Sorry? Oh, yes. That helps. Oop, there you are. You can see it now?
Yep.
Where is it?
It's right in the center of the room. Well, right over the pool that's it's trying to attack.
Okay. I am going to, it's still in the air, or?
Well, no, it's actually right beside Baron, because it bit Baron. It flew down from and bit Baron.
Okay, I'm going to attack it with my new dagger just to test it out.
Okay, so you're going to have to take a 5-foot step towards Baron. There you go. All right, good. All right, now you can make your attack.
Do I get, because there's someone on the other side, don't I get, my sneak attack?
Yes, if you hit it.
Okay, just checking.
Oh, you hit the Varghoul. Excellent. So you struck true. It screeches in pain. You laugh at it, I assume.
Yes.
All right. Tavian, you see the gnome react quickly. She slashes the strange head bat flying thing with her dagger, and black ichor splashes onto the ground. She struck true.
I will follow that up with my own as a quarterstaff flurry of blows.
You got it. That don't forget to put it on the creature.
I tried.
Yeah. And I believe those are both misses. Yep. Miss.
Okay.
Okay. It is the Varghoul's turn. It did not like getting slashed by you, little gnome, so it's going to try and bite you. Nuts. And then it misses. And then it begins to fly upwards. Now, this is very interesting because it really exposes itself because you guys are literally surrounding it. It's going
Can I
to
prepare an attack of opportunity?
It's going to try and fly fancy to try and get away from you guys, aka an acrobatics roll. And we shall see how it does. No. It clumsily lifts off the ground after biting Baron, trying to bite Kalia. It awkwardly kind of makes itself exposed, so everybody gets an attack of opportunity to it.
Who wants to go first?
Start from the top. Kalia, you go first.
Okie dokie.
Make it
So
suffer!
So since it's flying, like, is it too high to use my dagger, or?
No, this is while it's trying to go upwards, so it's moving out of a threatened square, and that's why you get the attack.
War 80.
It failed majestically.
It failed majestically.
Ah, what the heck? Okay. So I'm going to use my new dagger again, just because.
Nice, you hit it. Damage.
And I get my sneak attack again, right?
Yeah, you do, because it's flanked.
And then the sneak.
Yep. All right, Tavian, you get to follow that up.
Quarterstaff flurry, you get
Just one shot.
just one dice, so
Yep.
quarterstaff. Two-handed. Can I do that instead?
Sure. I believe that's a miss.
That is a miss.
All right, Baron, try and get some vengeance on this thing. That is a miss. All right, Ruthard, it's your turn for your attack of opportunity.
Take that, you flying weasel.
Kind of rodent.
That's a hit.
Whoops.
19
Put it
hits
on
the
the
Vargul.
It's a hit. Suffer.
Yeah. You managed... It's funny. There's lots of whiffs there, a couple misses, and you managed to give it a good slice with your glaive. It screeches, and then it drops down into the pool, dead. It put itself into a death trap, and, well, died because of its stupid mistake. Sploosh, blood, black ichor into this once clean, well, you're unsure if it was clean, but this pool of water. Luckily, luckily Baron got a sample before it was contaminated by this creature.
Uh-huh.
All right.
This place is really ill-frequented.
Yes, this place is not very nice indeed. You open up the door heading towards the east. There's now a plateau, and the stairs start to ascend. You go to the next set of doors. I'm just going to get Kalia to go to it because I'm trying to kill her. And there's another set of stairs, but this time these are ascending. They're starting to go in a circular pillar heading above, essentially towards the town. Kalia, you start to head up the way, and after 30 feet, they too are blocked with rubble and impassable.
Huh. You know, for a moment, I thought those passages within the way in for the goblins are getting down.
You quickly suss out that if they are cleared out, that would have been a possible way that they got into town. But you also kind of determined that through the journal that you got from Suto, Amiko's half-brother, that they just came over the walls. They weren't that sophisticated. They were planning a raid coming through the Catacombs of Wrath, but they never did it. So, but this, you might be right. This might be the staging grounds for something like that. All right. So this too is another dead end. All right. Do you guys want to backtrack to the next section that is still unexplored? Sounds like a plan. Exactly. Whoever dinged that, it's exactly what I was thinking.
That was me.
All right. Perfect. Here. You guys are watching this, right?
Yep.
All right, so you got start going down this corridor. You have to light another torch because you've burnt through one finally. You come around this corner into a very interesting shaped room. The tunnel here widens into what appears to have been a small shrine. For to the northeast, steps lead up to a platform of gray stone. Sitting atop the platform is an ancient altar, little more than a jagged block of black marble with a shallow concavity on top of it. There's a basin in that concave, and it's filled with very filthy water. What looks like water, or some sort of, I don't know, liquid.
Liquid, commonly known as water.
None of you have knowledge religion, correct?
Nope. Yeah, we're a bunch of heathens.
I
No.
don't think I have a rank in it, but I do have knowledge religion.
Yeah, you'd need a rank in it.
Yeah, no, I'm no good then.
One of you decide to do the roll, because you do have something in your possession that can kind of aid you a little bit. So I'll allow one untrained roll.
Okay, does anyone else have knowledge religion?
Yep.
It's not even in my list.
No.
Okay, I've got it at -1 under intelligence. You guys want me to roll it?
Roll away, my friend.
Sure.
Try again.
It's a shrine, all right. That's about all.
Can I try again, or?
Not with knowledge checks. Knowledge checks require like time to, separate people could do it, but over time you need like literally time to absorb or relearn or think of new theories, right? So, all right. Now to the southeast, you can see two very ornate looking double doors. And these doors are carved stone doors, and the depictions on the doors are not what you would call pleasant. In fact, there is essentially a lot of depictions of a wolf-headed woman who's obviously pregnant. Maybe it's a wolf, maybe it's a hyena, maybe it's something along that lines, like a canine of some sort. In different depictions of horrible activities. And in the one door shows her in pregnant state, and in the second door shows, well, not to be overly graphic, but she's giving birth to unseen beasts and creatures and horrific things.
So it's normal pregnancy, alright.
Yeah. Do you wish to go and open the doors?
You said there was dirty water, or what did it look like in the basin?
Blackish. Like there's this slate gray tinge to it. It's not mud, but it's definitely not clear. Like it's got a color to it that's not right.
Do we want to take a sample of that? Because I've got an empty flask.
Yes, you can. And to answer your question, Laura Lith, when you pull out that book, the depiction of Lamashtu matches the depiction of this creature on the door. You're looking at essentially the chamber doors to something dedicated to Lamashtu beyond this point. There's definitely a connection there between the book, maybe even this shrine, and whatever lies behind those doors. All right, so Tavian, I want you to write in your inventory that you have a flask of shrine water from the Catacombs of Wrath. Do you wish to open up the double doors?
Yes.
Boop.
Oh,
Boop.
Yes.
Excellent.
oh, great. More water.
More water.
And by the looks of it, more skulls.
This huge room looks like nothing more than an immense underground cathedral. Stone doors stand either side of the main entrance, but beyond this, the walls are carved with strange, spiky runes. In the center of the room is a large pool with a ring of polished human skulls balanced on stone spikes arranged in a circle around the deeper midsection. At the far end of the room, way over here, a pair of stone stairways lead up to a pulpit on which sits a second pool. This one is triangular and filled with churning, bubbling water that looks like translucent lava. Yet while wisps of what look like heat and steam rise from the strange orange liquid, this room is deathly cold. I need you all to make perception checks.
Okay.
Garbage.
Garbage. All right. Oh God, yeah, that's a lot of garbage. So,
Three
only
sevens.
only two of you actually see the speaker. The rest of you hear something hiss out of the darkness that's at the far end of the room. And it's a female voice. And it says, "How dare you intrude upon the Mother's Sanctum? You will die." And for those of who can see her, allow me to introduce above
Nice.
the pool on the pulpit, so literally back in here, okay, is a tiny, well, it's a small little imp-like thing that is flying above the pool. She sees you and slashes her hand with a dagger, and blood flows into the pool below, and up from the pool rises a sin spawn. Dun dun dun. And
I
everybody,
am just saying this now. If we survive and she's still alive, dibs. I want to keep her.
next time we are going to face off against the Quasit Irelium, the queen of the Catacombs of Wrath. Everybody say goodnight.
Good night, everyone.
Hey.
Night.
Right. Thank you.